Well, today we're going to do a hike. We're going to go up to the Devils Courthouse, which is kind of right up here behind me. And on that Sam Hill Knob, various little kind of 3 different trails that we're going to get on. But come on in. Let's see what we can find. Well, as we go into this area on the hike, notice the ecosystem here is quite fragile. So there really asks people not to get off the path. A lot of places here you can do dispersed camping. Now this trail starts off with paved because this trail goes up to the Devils Courthouse, but it will develop into normal, just footstep trail pretty soon. Wow, look at all the black balsams here, classic pine forest floor on this side. Gorgeous area. Can't wait to get deeper into the hike. Well, as we're coming up this pretty steep hike up from the parking lot, but right behind me there, that's actually the trail we're going to take. We're going to head on in this area, just go up to Devil's Courthouse for the view and the look. All right, well, here we are. Now that's the parking lot down below us where we came from. Now up on the other side of these rocks, actually peregrine falcons nest off here, which was one of the reasons for that sign, delicate ecosystem. Now from up here, so this is the Devil's Courthouse. You definitely don't want to be judged guilty and thrown off. And we're going to be hiking out here to Sam Knob, which if we look at this thing is that mountain peak right there. Nice little lookout here, and that's going to be our hike. So we're going to drop back down where we came from, hike across that ridge there up to that far ridge to Sam Knob. Trail is just heading off into the deep parts of the woods. I love these little tunnely sections, but beautiful out here. Can't hear any road anymore. Just out in the woods, enjoying a beautiful hike on a lovely day. Wow. Well, my dog is ready for the hike. So here we're dropping off onto the trail. It's what they call a spur trail. It's going to get us to the mountains to the sea. We'll take the mountains to the sea trail to the Little Sam, which is kind of the hike up to the mountain I showed. Wow, look at this. So this is the spur trail, and now we hit, you notice the white blaze here. The white blaze is for the mountain to the sea. So we kind of have a bit of a fork. We can go to the right, which is what's going to take us to Sam Hill Knob, or Little Sam Hill, or off to the left on that tree, you can see the white blaze again. But once again, we want to go this way. But it's why you got to be prepared to navigate when you're out hiking, because you get a lot of crisscrossing trails often. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon to come across this. See these big steel cables? You think, oh my goodness, what the heck are steel cables up here? This is left over from logging. All this forest up here was cut down back in the early 1900s. So if you ever run across these just big metal cables up on a trail, this is evidence from loggers just left it behind. And here we come up to our next little junction, if you will. Here's the white, and it's hard to see, but right there, that's the summit to the sea kind of picture, a little mountain. It's kind of broken off. And then now we're going to switch to yellow, and we're going to go to Little Sam. So we're going to follow this trail off here, heading out to that mountain we looked at from the parking lot. Off we go. Some long past storm uprooted this big balsam here. Notice the fungi down there taking root, but yeah, this is a huge uprooted balsam right off the trail. And right here is a beautiful little camping spot. Now you can do dispersed camping anywhere out through here you like, but normally it's best to find places other people have used. Oh, some critter of some kind knocked it down, but check out this nice little spruce cone sapped down at the bottom of it. Yeah, a nice little example of these conifers around us through here. See there, but yeah, kind of a very familiar sight up here all the time are these rhododendrons. This one's here in just beautiful bloom right beside a little creek stream beside it. Just beautiful. Can you hear them bees. Look at that little honeybee collecting its nectar. Got honeybees and some bumblebees. Of course, these are a common sight anywhere on the forest floor. This guy's just beautiful, kind of an orangey yellow with little spots, classic mushroom. Another one over here. Beautiful growth right along the forest floor. Kind of up here at the crest of a ridge and looking out. If you see those dark trees, they call those black balsam because they really have that kind of dark, almost black look compared to another common sight up here on the trail, blackberries. Now these obviously aren't ripe yet. Some have already been ripened and picked. Big boulder out past this rock. You can see the lichen growing on the trees. That is not lichen, that's actually an outcropping of quartz on a larger chunk of granite. This is just Mother Nature at work, right? The conditions correct. So we had a vein of quartz crystallize on this other large piece of granite. Well, I've been walking along, I've been trying to keep my eye out for any truly interesting rocks. See these black ones here? Picked one up, sheen on it and the weight, coal. So somewhere up here is a seam of coal, and some bits of it have kind of, been walked out or knocked out or washed out of the stream. But right there, up here in the Appalachians, coal. Wow. A couple of classic trees side by side here. One of the black balsams right beside a birch tree, just that classic kind of papery white. But they're just literally growing out of the same sort of mound up and about. Well, coming up here is kind of our first error. We came up on the trail and this looked like the trail, but it's really just a water rundown and lots of other people have taken it. But if I back up a hair, as you come up here, there is a marker for the trail, but the trail actually heads left, not up into the dark forest as if you were Snow White and were going to get captured by dwarves. Well, moving through this part of the hike, we're kind of moving into a boulder garden, right? Kind of old rock fall area. Got all these kind of big boulders strewn off to the side. We're hiking through. And just really neat karst and topography through here. And here we are at Laurel Creek, where we're going to sit here and enjoy a nice snack. I tried to show the glittering, right, of the mica. Well, here is a kind of larger fragment of the mica, and that's just what's broken up and causing the glittering all along the trail. Trumpet fungus. Pretty cool. This little part of the hike, it's been raining, and there's like a little lake right up here at the top part of this little trail. Pretty neat looking. But if you needed an emergency source of water, you could pump it out from there. Nice little resting spot. Beautiful view of the Blue Ridge. Just a gorgeous day. Definitely one of the perks of hiking up here. Just these nice little respites on this outcropping of rock, looking off into the valley and the ridges below. Here's a section of the trail here, a beautiful little area with some balsams, and then down into the twisty knot of mountain laurel and rhododendrons. Yeah, so really beautiful filtered light coming through today. And of course my dog enjoying a nice respite on the trail. was she looking at? Or just you? Not unusual for this area up in the heights. We've been up in the forest and the trees, and you pop out into these just beautiful meadows with the wildflowers around. You see the trail. That Sam Knob up there, you can see the edge of the little spur trail. We're on a greater loop trail. Dog forging away. Snail probably got stepped on by a hiker. Now a beetle is enjoying a meal. Getting close to the top of little Sam Knob. This little rocky bit of the path trail here. The base of Sam Knob, but from this point, we're not quite at the top yet, but out there in the distance, that's the Devils Courthouse, where we, one of the starting points. You can't start from a couple, but yeah, that's where we were not too long ago. Oh, look at this. Very common up through here. Blueberry. I've got one almost ripe. These are a couple of weeks away, but this is one of the reasons bears like this area. Right beside it, we got some blackberries, blueberries. Nice. And here's kind of the culmination of this hike at the top of Sam Hill Knob. And just a beautiful sort of panoramic of the mountains all around us. Pretty amazing. Beautiful day. Beautiful view of Laurel Creek along the trail. Now, maybe a quarter mile or so down that way, there's a little waterfall, but some nice little pools. If you were hot, you could definitely go for a dip. Very beautiful, pretty area. And the trail literally crosses it right here. Tiny guys. Woo, and there we go. Back on the trail down to the car. Lovely hike out for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Guys, whatever you do, right? Get out in the world, get in the environment, be active, be creative, and as always, be awesome.